Welcome to Indonesia. We're going to talk today about my Kawasaki 250R, which I've heavily modified, as you can see. No longer has the front fairing, the standard fairing that looks more like the 1000 and the 600. I've ditched that in place of side panel here from a 150R, Ninja 150R, and this is a custom engine fairing at the bottom. It's not perfect, but it kind of helps achieve that Street Fighter look which I was after. And then I've got a headlight from a 150R. Okay, what else have I changed? I've also stripped out the original handlebars in favor of these classic touring style handlebars with high mirrors. I'm 6'5", and the racing standard handlebars were way too small. I felt really cramped up. And as well as that, I've lowered the foot pegs. Here are the original holes. I've lowered them about 2 inches down and to the right. It's much more comfortable now. I feel like I'm sitting upright, but also if I take it to the track, I feel like I can still get low enough and get my head behind the windshield, which is important when you're racing. Another cool thing I've done, which I'm particularly proud of, as you can see, I've got double disc brake setup in the front, and instead of stripping out the original brakes and swapping for a 600 CBR setup, which a lot of people who I know who have this bike have done, I've actually put in this custom cast bracket. As you can see that, it goes all the way around to the other side, like a mirror image of the original. And I've stuck on an extra OEM brake disc on the left-hand side. So I'll take you over here. Here's the custom, well, not custom, this is a brake caliper from a Suzuki Thunder. It's an Indonesian motorcycle. And the reason I use that is because it's an exact replica of the Kawasaki caliper, except a mirror image of it, because the Thunder has its brake on the left-hand side. So it worked perfectly for me. The main reason I did this was because I think Street Fighter style bikes should have two discs on the front. There is a bit of a performance gain, but it's not massive, which is a good thing because I think Kawasaki put a good brake in there. And if they were happy to put one brake in and they raced this bike, then I think that's good enough. But now I have a slightly improved performance without feeling like I'm gonna ditch overboard if I brake too fast. Okay, I've also changed the front and rear tires. I've got a 120 Bridgestone on the front and 150 Bridgestone on the rear. You can see it's pretty thick, pretty fat tire. I read that they raced this bike with a 150 on the rear, so I figure if it's good enough for the track, it's good enough for me. You can stick a 160 on. I've seen it done, but it looks kind of bloated around the edges. And I think if you're going to stick tires that big on, you might as well change to alloy rims. Another thing I've done here, which may or may not interest anyone, is I've put this custom box bracket in place of the rear seat, and I attach my touring box. I like to go touring around here in Indonesia. As you can see, it's a very beautiful country with lots of hills. This is actually a CPO plantation, which is a little bit depressing over there. I don't know if you can see it, it's rainforest. So don't buy biofuel derived from CPO because they're tearing down all the rainforests over here. I don't know if you know that in America. That's beautiful. Okay, well, the box bracket is great. And what else is great is this. My Yoshimura custom, actually this is from, this exhaust pipe is from Thailand, but it's a replica of the Yoshimura Japanese exhaust pipe. It's absolutely beautiful and makes an incredible sound. I thoroughly recommend this exhaust pipe if you have the money. And what's really cool is when you're downshifting, you get some serious backfiring, and you get flames coming out the back. It's pretty awesome. It makes you feel like you're riding a lot faster bike than a 250R. But this is a fantastic motorcycle. I absolutely love it. The main reason for this video is to show people who are tall. Like I say, I'm 6'5" myself. You don't need to start out with a huge motorcycle to feel comfortable. You can just lower the foot pegs, change your steering, and you're going to have a really comfortable setup. And you may wonder why I bought a bike that is 250 and modified it to look like a Street Fighter. Well, I live in Indonesia, like I say, and there's 200 to 300% tax on motorcycles with engines greater than 250 cc's. So, for example, if you're looking to buy a 1000 Ninja, the 1000R, you're going to pay about $33,000 for it, as compared to about $12,000 in America. So I think I made the right choice with this bike. It's fantastic. It gets up those hills as if they don't even exist. It's really great. It's my first motorcycle, and I'm very proud of it. So I think it's a good bike to try out.